Chief Meteorologist Ross Whitley with your first alert forecast.
Pollen count reduced once again, so the drier air helping to reduce that pollen number. Air quality staying on the good side. Hickory, grasses, and oak, that's your main pollinators, 7.1, so in the moderate category. Still high enough to be affected for your allergies, but overall not that bad. UV index back up to 11. That's the first extreme category of this spring season, which means you can burn in about 25 minutes between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. in direct sunlight without sunscreen on. So good time to invest in the sunscreen, especially if you are going to the coast or out to the pool and spending more than, say, 30 minutes outside unprotected. Yeah, you might want to put some sunscreen on. 92 for Bluntstown, 89 in Mariana, 84 in Panama City right now. You can see the Seabreeze influence here, and where those showers have popped up, some cooler air has arrived from that, or at least humid air from the downburst of the showers, and a couple of showers breaking out between Liberty, Calhoun, Washington, and Holmes County, northern Walton as well. Every now and then with these pulse thunderstorms, you'll see a special or severe, or rather special weather statement on those storms. That's because they can produce gusty winds or even some small hail. The fire conditions across the area much improved from what we had last week. We do have several brush fires still ongoing, but the two in our area relatively contained or contained at this point, and then northern Walton County, the only one that is not contained at the moment. And then we just saw two start in Santa Rosa County this afternoon. So we'll be updating that map once again. But dry conditions persisting. So again, if you don't have to burn, please avoid doing so. No, there are no burn bans in place at the moment. But with dry conditions in that brush and vegetation, it's easy for things to burn like brush, which is why we're seeing brush fire. 68 overnight tonight, 65 for our inland areas. We'll hold on to that rain chance through the early evening hours and then fading as we go into the late night hours. Where it does rain, you'll likely see fog develop. A 40% chance of rain for inland areas tomorrow, but along the coast, once again, likely staying dry. You can see that humid air working across the southeast. We do have a frontal boundary on the way, and we are going to pick out at least some moisture tomorrow afternoon with the back edge of that high pressure system. Same thing on Wednesday, but as we go into Thursday, high pressure sets up right over the top of us. Probably dry on Friday. Here comes the front. It washes out. It's going to kick out this subtropical ridge. It's going to replace it with a continental ridge, which sounds nice because it will bring us cooler, drier air, cooler-ish, drier air. However, it's also going to increase the winds and lower the dew points, which means fire danger will be increased as we go through next week with the dry conditions persisting. So we need one of the next couple of days to kind of overperform and bring us a little more moisture than what we should see based on our futurecast. So I wouldn't get your hopes up, but we certainly do appreciate any kind of drops that do fall out of the sky. You can see the popcorn splash and dash activity continuing with the Seabreeze tomorrow afternoon after 2 o'clock, fading into the evening hours. And then guess what? We'll do it all again for your Wednesday by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The Seabreeze will start to populate at least some showers and storms out there. Once again, likely talking about dry conditions right along the immediate coastline until maybe Friday or Saturday, where that boundary will help to push that moisture a little bit close to the coast, and the Seabreeze won't keep us too dry. Inland areas, however, Seabreeze allows you to pop up a shower or storm for your Tuesday, Wednesday, probably not on Thursday, but Friday and Saturday, and then maybe into Sunday. Can see those temperatures next week, 86 and 85, overnight lows down to the 50s. So that will be some drier, nicer feeling air.
Yeah, we didn't end up getting any rain yesterday.
Yeah, no rain this weekend. Looks like no rain today.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
but we definitely need it.
Yes,
yeah.
we do.
All right, thanks.